He was 2 for 5 in the first 2 ball games.
2 shots.
He has a field goal in this game. Big foul shots. Got it.
Well, when you've made free throws from Australia to the Middle East, I got to believe you can make them in Kirby Sports Center.
That's a long shot.
No, I don't.
You're on the
In places like, golly, you know what? You're impossible. You're impossible.
Just trying to follow you. Your reasoning. Leopards by 3. Mockford to tie it. No, air ball.
I'm not sure that's the one they were looking for, Gary, in that circumstance. Although, you don't want to take the initiative away from the shooters, but that one had little and no chance. So the Leopards now with a big possession.
Delaney guarded by Callaway. Cannon is on Willie. Kaczynski to Delaney. Big possession by Lafayette. Huge possession. They're already up 3 with 1:03. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. This foul is going to be on Cannon. And that'll send Willen to the line. Jalen's 4th.
And Gary, one of the things that has typically been a strength of the Leopards is their ability to shoot free throws. And when you're involved in a close game, they are 22 for 27 tonight. That's 81% as a team. And it's the last thing you want to do is put them on the line. And I'm not sure that's something that's going to happen when you're in the Patriot League and these teams have a kind of familiarity with one another. Lafayette has historically been a great foul shooting team, and these 2 foul shots are going to make it a very, very long road back for St. Francis.
And that was a bit of a freshman mistake by Cannon as he was trying to play really tough, aggressive defense, and he got called. And first of all, you don't want to put Willen on the line, and secondly, you don't want to commit a foul on a dead ball.
Exactly. 13 seconds left to shoot on that last possession.
Now the Leopards want to take time off by defending. Perunicic way outside. No, that could do it.
Yeah. Now it's going to be a foul shooting contest. Lafayette's going to win that game. Gary, this, if it holds up, is an absolute quality win. This St. Francis team is going to win a lot of games. And I'm not sure how many teams Lafayette will play this year that have the overall team quickness that St. Francis has.
Wagner up next, Saturday, 7 o'clock here, Kirby Sports Center, the Lafayette Sports Network. Their next broadcast, John and I will be back for Fairleigh Dickinson on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Join us. Or come to the Kirby Sports Center. You're always invited to come
That's
live.
right, absolutely. We open invitation.
That's right.
Gary, I love the freshman class, don't you? I mean, they're really something special.
Delaney to drop one, make it a 6-point ball game. John, obviously the first time that we have seen this ball club, they don't look like freshmen in terms of their knowledge of the offense and the system.
Exactly. They caught on quickly. And again, I think it goes back to the leadership of the senior class. You've got your core group of people who have been around for a long time and know the system well. The best teacher are your peers sometimes.
Callaway. No. And Cannon will get the bucket. And a chance at a 3-point play. That is Cannon's 4th point. He'll go to the line.
Jalen Cannon has been huge, Gary. We mentioned he had 7 rebounds against Seton Hall. And again, it's the dribble penetration by Callaway that forces the help defense, and nobody was there to block out Cannon, and Jalen will have a chance to get this thing down to 3. They still, Gary, under 35 seconds, obviously 24 left. They're going to have to foul.
Yeah, they will. This is a very big foul shot. Gets them to within 3. That's Jalen's first career made foul shot. Now we got a timeout called.
Coach Braco will strategize now these last 24 seconds.
Kaczynski with a career high tonight. It's been a short career, but it's a 12.6 rebound. both of those career highs. There you look at the women's volleyball team here from Lafayette. They play right here at Kirby. Glenn Nowak, former Whitehall.
Oh, yeah, there's Glenn.
Right behind him.
Some of the Allen players, Gary, over here to see their former teammate, Jalen Cannon.
Jalen hasn't disappointed. 5 points, 8 rebounds, a dunk.
He's a rebounding machine. He just, he fits right in with this group. He gives them an inside presence and a physicality on the interior.
Brandon Hannon's going to put 2 freshmen out there at crunch time. They're probably his best foul shooters.
That's exactly right. That's what we're looking for here. And certainly St. Francis knows very quickly guess who they get the ball in the hands of. Good play by Rob Delaney right there. He's played like a little hot potato. Get that ball right back to Ryan Willen.
That was on Milos Trivic.
The second.
Lafayette by 3. It's a game that has had 7 ties, 17 lead changes.
Willen, 2 shots.
And now it comes down to making a few foul shots.
Shooter's touch. Just drop it on the rim with that great backspin. It drops dead and falls in. Hank Slider would be proud.
Ryan looking for back-to-back 20-plus games. He had 22 on Monday night. Looking for his 20th tonight.
The doctor is in.
Mockford. Mockford tried to draw a foul there. They're going to say Lafayette basketball. Glenn Brica didn't like it. Again, Lafayette will get foul shooters back in. Take a look.
Let's take a look at long rebound right here. Rob Delaney was out, came back in. Oh, yeah, it did. It went off
30.
Johnson. Yeah. Went off Johnson. No question. Good call by the referee. He was right on top of it.
Coming up, we will have the post-game show presented by the Maroon Club. We'll have our Coca-Cola player of the game, Dan Mowdy, will be at courtside. John Leone will take us through the highlights. And I'll just take us on home. Here's the Leopard. He'll be busy this week. Tell you, nobody's gone home.
It's been a fun game.
Yeah.
More fun now that the Leopards appear to have it won. But as I said before, Gary, I can't help but think Fran O'Hanlon's going to be happy for a lot of reasons. Obviously the win, but I think the way they won the game and the quality of the competition, I'm really impressed with St. Francis. It's a good basketball team. Heady play by the freshman.
Well, they changed their timeout, or their out-of-bounds play, and they tried to get Willen on a flash that time. And Josh Leffler telling the officials, well, they were holding us a little bit. Here's a little leopard. There's a groovy leopard.
I think, Doug, that's the Allen team again. I think Snyder taught him those moves.
Well, I don't think so.
A good contingent of Jalen Cannon's buddies from Allen High School. They're going to be good again this year, aren't they?
They will be.
We'll see a few of those games, I'm sure, on RCN.
Pennsylvania Lehigh Valley basketball, pretty darn good.
Hi there. Gotta love the little ones. How about that? The little rose in the hair.
Lafayette's going to go back to their usual out-of-bounds play, which means they'll try to catch it and get it back to Willen. Well, there is a lot of holding going on. Down to Maurer, and Jimmy goes and gets it. And he'll get grabbed by Mockford and go to the line. Mockford's played a terrific defensive game tonight. That's his first foul.
How about, well, you know what? Great defensive players can do that. They play hard without fouling.
He took on the challenge of Jim Maurer early. And Jim's had a good night. I mean, he's had 12 points. But, boy, everything's been a battle for him.
It really has, Gary. And, you know, as you say that, the word that comes to my mind is persistence. I think both of these teams, this was an exercise in persistence tonight, and only one could be left standing. And again, I think it goes to one of the things that Fran O'Hanlon will be most pleased with, that his team, his young team, especially the youngsters, hung in there and battled to the end. They had great leadership from their seniors, but no question about the fact that the freshmen had a key role in this win tonight.
Another timeout. Well, I have the opportunity. I'll run down the scoring for you as here's the way it stands in terms of double-figure scorers for St. Francis. Brunicic 10. Mockford had a dozen. Nichols with 15. And Callaway with a dozen. On the Lafayette side, Tazinski with a dozen. Maurer with a dozen. Although Jim, I think, now has 13 points in the ballgame. There they are. Just put them up. And Delaney with a dozen. Ryan Willen is high on both sides of the ledger with 20 points. Lafayette has shot 42%. St. Francis has shot 36%. Lafayette 37% from beyond the arc and 80% from the foul line. St. Francis 30% from beyond the arc and 62% from the foul line. Now the Leopards need to run out 7.8 seconds. Callaway takes it to the hole. They wanted a triple, I would think. Callaway now with 14. And that is not the shot that Glenn Brico wanted.
No, right, in that situation. And you know what?
Telling him I didn't want a two.
Yeah. I mean, there are times, Gary, when you want to take the two with more time left on the clock because you need more than two possessions anyway. That was not one of those times.
Jaden Cannon just fouled out of the game. So Cannon, in a return home tonight, finishes with 5 points.
And you mentioned a good return for Jalen. He did a nice job. His teammates up above the St. Francis bench give him a round of applause as he takes his seat.
Delaney will go to the line. This one has been locked up. 1 second, 1 tick on the clock.
Good win tonight for the Leopards, Gary. There aren't any bad wins.
Right.
But this was an especially good one.
He makes them both. Rob Delaney with 14 points. That will be the final tally. Lafayette wins their second in a row. They go to 2-1. St. Francis goes to 0-2. 79-73. We'll be back with a post-game show. Stay with us.
Our primary fundamental belief is that better ingredients, better pizza is quality, and that's what Papa John's is all about. Nobody does what Papa John's does.
Right now, get any large pizza with your choice of toppings, even our signature specialties, only $11. That's right. Order now at papajohns.com and get any large pizza with any toppings, just $11, only at papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.